still find our way home. You know that you're all I need, all I need. 'Cause every time our lips touch, it's so divine. It's like you're leaving my worries behind. Wanna give you all of me, all of me. I can tell this is a miracle. In your world, I feel invincible. 'Cause I can tell this is a miracle. In your world, I feel invincible. I feel invisible.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive.
Luis Suarez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Rijkaard. Good ball. He's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Haaland. And the ball's come loose here. That's a little off target. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Greenish making good progress on the right-hand side. That's really well manoeuvred. Haaland, here's on to shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Platini with the short one. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Melbourne City are looking to go forward now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. What a throw in. Roberto Carlos. Cross to the back post. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And that's gone loose. And here's Haaland. And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Platini tries making a foray down the right. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Haaland. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And it's O'Reilly. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. O'Reilly. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Haaland. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Lahm.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Lahm.
There will be
Lahm
1
just
minute at
loves
a
to go
time.
forward whenever he can. Nesta cuts out the pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are back underway.
Colorado Springs have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Yaya Toure has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And it's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. And the pass is intercepted. Now this could be a chance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes short and sharp. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he was quick to react.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told...
And he shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
So, time for changes on both sides,
number
actually.
17, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 15.
Ambitious ball here.
Rummenigge.
Now it's Doku.
Number 22.
And that is masterful defending.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Doku unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Reinders tries looking up for options on the left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Suarez. And no, he's seen through all of that. Looking to play him in. Now it's Doku. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Real chance! And yes, it's there! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Colorado Springs are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Platini.
There is some activity
Number
down on the
9,
touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Coming on the
So
field.
the first goal
Number
of the
10,
game.
Messi.
Well, Peter, the manager's
Number
all
11,
smiles, but he's got a big
Del Piero.
decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. A great chance! Sticks it away! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, that's an excellent interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Time and again they are repelled.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Lam. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Neymar. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Messi looking to play it into the box.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Brilliant save from Donnarumma! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
And a quick reminder
Rummenigge
today
taking
to
in the
please take
accolades,
all
having been
belongings
named man of the
located by
match,
entrance
and
gate.
deservedly
Thank
so.
you very much for your cooperation.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Colorado Springs.